What's up, guys? I'm doing a harvest in the garden, and here's what I have so far. But I wanted to show how cool my yellow hook squash looks. So when this plant was a baby, I put a heavy-duty tomato cage around it just to kind of identify it. And when it was so little seedling, and it ended up growing up through the cage, and the cage is kind of supporting the plant off the ground, which is pretty interesting. And so it's kind of like an experiment for me this summer to grow these squash this way. So here's the plant. Right now it's got some powdery mildew, and this is just unsightly. It's the plant itself is totally okay. So what has happened with this cold snap now is in the morning the leaves get their morning dew and dampness on them, and then it just doesn't fully dry, and then it gets all funky, and so it's just unsightly. And I might pull these main leaves off, but eventually it kind of happens with squash plants, zucchini plants. You'll get powdery mildew at the end of the growth cycle. And so check this out. So if you see any powdery mildew on your squash plants, just know it's all it does is look unsightly. The plant, everything you grow off of it is totally edible, and everything is okay. And it's probably getting towards the end of this big plant's life cycle. So here's my hand so you can see how big these are. Isn't that cool? Let's see what else we got. Okay, I have another butternut squash here. My chives, my garlic chives, are all flowering right now. But right here I've got these black cream tomatoes. So I'm going to pull these. These have been really prolific this summer. Look at how many get. Super cool. I see some more over here, so I'm gonna go get those off. And I usually just let my tomatoes ripen in the windowsill. Okay, I just found a giant ass zucchini. Check this. So I'm going to pull that off right now. So let's see what else we got. I see I have another squash growing over there. It's not ready yet. I have all my beans that I've left them on the vine, and they will dry out. And they might get moldy and spotty on the outside, and that's okay. That's what this casing is for. And so what I'm doing is letting all the beans dry out. And then when they're all just dry husks, I'll pull them, get the inside bean parts out. And those will be like dry beans that you can use. And they taste like a green bean, and you just soak them for a day before you're going to use them. You can use them in soups and things like that. So now I'm going to turn all of these into dry beans for over the winter. And then the ones I don't eat, in the springtime, I can soak them and keep them soaking, and they will eventually sprout a root. And then I will grow a starter bean plant. So you can do a lot with the beans, the dry beans of a green bean. So here's an example, here we'll pull one, of a dry husk. Oh, there we go. Let's go over here. Check it out. I'm not even done yet. All right. Here's the bean. There's a hard bean. And so while it's in the husk, it's all clean. You still want to wash them and all that. I store them unwashed, and then when I use them, I wash them.